Hey guys, Big Z here, and I'm back with another PlayStation 3 video. It's been a while. With the closure of the PSN store, a lot of you guys, in particular in America, have noticed, or possibly you're unaware, but the price of PS3 games, in particular certain titles, has absolutely skyrocketed lately. So today's video, I wanted to talk about 20 standard release PS3 games that are now selling for over $100 USD. As you guys know, I'm a power collector, so in this video I've done a bit of research beforehand. I'm going to give you guys current sold listings on eBay for North American and PAL versions. Some of the prices are very similar, some of them have huge differences, so it is quite interesting. There's 3 or 4 different exclusives in here to certain regions. But overall, most of these games did have 2 releases. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Let me know how many games in this lot of 20 you have in your collection. This should be fun. So firstly, we're going to talk about Spider-Man Web of Shadows. Now, what I've done is I've gathered the highest sold listing for a used copy on eBay. If there is one abnormality, I've tried to ignore it. I've tried to only get games that have 1, 2, 3, or 4 or more different sold listings just to show consistency. So in America, you've got sold listings for $105 US. The Spider-Man Web of Shadows. In Australia, you're looking, in the PAL region, you're looking at $65 US. So it is quite expensive in PAL. However, the difference between PAL and North America is pretty crazy in this instance. Now here's a game that's been expensive for a very long time, and we have used copies going for the $150 US mark. That is in North America and the PAL region, as this only obviously had a North American release. Yeah, so you're looking around $150 US for Africa, guys. This has been over the $100 mark for many years now and will not drop under at this point. So next is a game that showed up last year, and that is NCAA Football 14. Now this is going for the $150 to $200 mark used. Now what threw me out was how many sold listings there are of this. I legitimately counted 50 sold listings just this year. This sells for $150 to $200 in North America and the PAL region, as there was only a North American release. So here we have NCAA Football 14. Moving on, now most of you guys might know about this game recently. It is the best of the PlayStation Network. It includes 4 games: When Vikings Attack, Sound Shapes, Tokyo Jungle, and Fat Princess. Tokyo Jungle in particular is the reason this game is spiked in price. Now there are sold listings from $200 to $300 USD. Both North America and the PAL region. It didn't have a PAL release. I had a sealed copy. I opened mine. It doesn't come with a manual, guys. I've been talking about Tokyo Jungle for years. If you do want to get an English copy, this is the only way to play it, as of course the PSN store will be closing soon. So either download it or secure yourself a copy of this. But good luck. Yeah, that's the best of the PlayStation Network, Volume 1. There was no Volume 2. I just dropped it. There goes $200. Next game. We have Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. This has been pretty expensive for a long time. It has cracked the $100 USD mark. In North America, most expensive sold listings about $110 USD. And then in PAL, we have sold listings for $120 USD. So this is one of few titles that is more expensive in the PAL region than North America. Not by much. You find the first Persona 4 Arenas going for around the $80 USD mark, so I don't think it'll be too long until that's a $100 game as well. Next we have a PAL exclusive. Here we have Dynasty Warriors Gundam Reborn. Just looking at my notes, this one's going at the moment for about $120 USD. That is in both regions, as this is obviously an import. I did sell a copy to North America myself last year. I sold one for $110. So the price hasn't gone up too much. However, this has maintained its value for many years now. It is the only Dynasty Warriors Gundam game that is exclusive to PAL. So this next one is very interesting in the price discrepancies between North America and PAL. Here we have Puppeteer. Now in the last week or two, Puppeteer has cracked the $115 sold listings USD in America. You can buy factory sealed PAL copies for $5. That is absolutely insane, guys. I think one day this might be an expensive PAL game once so many North American collectors start importing copies and that cycle drives up the price. But until then, the differences between PAL and North America is insane. That's Puppeteer. Another one that is very crazy, probably not as crazy as the last one, but North American copies are very expensive. So here we have Painkiller, Hell and Damnation. North American copies, guys, regularly sell for around the $250 mark. I looked in Europe, cheapest copy was about 60 US. However, you can buy one in Australia for 40 Australian dollars, which is about 30 US. Obviously, the PAL copy is a lot cheaper. Yeah, this is probably one of the rarest North American games. Fortunately, it is now hitting that $300 mark. Another game that's crazy expensive in the PAL region is the in the North American region, is the Siberia collection. In North America, you have sold copies over $200, guys. If you can find this is very rare in North America. Finding it's probably the hardest bit. There are sold PAL copies going for 50 USD. So it's pretty crazy the difference in price. That is the Siberia collection. Here we have a game that is one of my favorite games on the PS3 to play, and that is Tornado Outbreak. The North American copy has just cracked $100, guys. You have copies going from 90 to 100. PAL copies you can get for 50 USD, so it's about double the value in North America. However, I predict this one to keep rising. So that is Tornado Outbreak. Another game that recently cracked the $100 mark, and it did this week, is Azura's Wrath. It's a great beat 'em up game by Capcom. This week it hit 105 USD on eBay in America. You can find a PAL copy for 30 USD. So if you just want this to play and you aren't going for a full set, definitely import a PAL copy, guys. Unless you are a full set collector, I don't see a reason to just collect North American games or just collect PAL games. I used to collect any English version myself until I decided to go for a full Australian set. A little bit hypocritical, I guess, but I enjoyed the unity of it and collecting a certain set. However, if you're just collecting games to play and to have fun, there's no reason not to import a cheaper version, guys. And this next game's a PAL exclusive. It's very expensive. It is Godzilla. And in both regions, Godzilla's going for around the 150 USD mark. So if you are in North America, you will have to import this on the PS3. It did have a PS4 North American release. So next we have a North American exclusive, and that is College Hoops 2K8. Now this one's going for, again, around the 150 USD mark, guys. And that is in both regions. You will have to import it if you're in PAL. So that was College Hoops 2K8. Next I want to talk about a game that's been expensive for a very long time. And that is JoJo's All-Star Battle Bizarre Adventure. I'm like reading different words. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. So this game in America, guys, you're looking around the 130 USD mark, which it sells for. It's a little bit cheaper in the PAL region. You can still pick a copy up for around 80 USD. However, this game has been at this price for a long time and I don't see it dropping. So that is JoJo's All-Star Battle Bizarre Adventure. Next, we're going to talk about a game that hit $100 USD yesterday. I predict this to keep rising. It's crazy that these games were $50 2 weeks ago and they're doubling in price. That is El Shaddai. So the North American copy has hit 110 USD for sold listings. That's for used. I've got a sealed PAL copy. Unfortunately, the PAL's going for around the $30 mark. So if you just want to play this, you can get a PAL copy for around the third of the price of a North American copy. But yeah, this is crazy. It's hit $100 US, guys. So that is El Shaddai, Ascension of the Megatron. I played that game and it is super fun. I did have a used copy which I sold and upgraded to a sealed copy. So another game that's been at $100 for a while, and that is The Godfather the Don's Edition. We have sold listings in America at the moment for around 110. You can get the PAL copy for about 80 USD. But that is The Godfather the Don's Edition. As I said, this has been expensive for a long time. Another one that in the last 2 years or so has really crept up in price. It is a PAL exclusive, and that is Hyperdimensia Neptunia, the Hyper Collection. I have the German version. I could only find one sold listing for this, and it was $180. There wasn't even any listings for sale, guys. So yeah, good luck importing this one. So it's hard to give a price, so I just said 180 because that's the only copy I could find. It's probably the rarest game I talked about today. The rest of them had multiple listings online. These games are certainly expensive, but they're not rare. There were more games I could have talked about that are over the $100 mark. Lost in the Rain or Akanaut's Holiday, for example. However, they're quite rare, and they're expensive for a reason. These games are just standard release games, part of the sets, etc., and they've exploded. That's why I want to make this video, guys. So if you do know any more of these type of games, please let me know in the comments. This video is obviously going to be released in April of 2021. I'm sure this is going to continue once the PSN store does close down. So I might do a follow-up on this video if more games hit the $100 mark. Might even talk about some cheap games that are now creeping up to the $50 mark. If you guys enjoyed this video and you'd like to see something like that, please let me know. Moving on, I've got a few more games to talk about. We have the Ireland Atelier trilogy. And you find the North American version of this is going for about 110 USD, where the PAL version is going for about 100. So this is very consistent in the two regions of the price. Years ago, this was literally $20, guys. It was the cheapest trilogy to get, and now crazy expensive. Don't miss out on JRPGs, guys. So another game that's hit $100 in the last week or so is 3D Game Heroes. This has got sold listings in America for $110. You can still pick up the PAL copy for around 80 USD. It is creeping up in price in the PAL region pretty quickly as well, guys. Of course, it is an Atlas title. It's basically Zelda on the PS3. It's one of my favorite games. You can see this under $80. Definitely pick it up. I was fortunate enough to find another North American copy recently, so I'll probably sell this one to someone in America. And the final game we're going to talk about today, guys, has also just recently hit $100. I found probably 10 copies of this over my time. It's certainly not rare, it's very collectible. It's on every YouTuber's hidden gems video, rare and collectible games videos. I'm guilty of it myself. That is Folklore. Now in America, guys, this is selling for 130 USD. In the PAL region, we've got copies selling for up to 60 USD. So that is more than double the price per region, which is crazy. So that is Folklore. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. With the price of PS3 games exploding, I wanted to get something out there. So I sat down and went over 3 months of eBay sold listings. I covered every game that had multiple listings that was a standard release in either North America or PAL. I hope I've covered most of them. Again, if I've missed one, please let me know in the comments. If you like this video, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.